the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we're here for OP Racing Premier Superspeedway Series as they bring you the opening race in the round of 8, and qualifying has just gotten underway. Several cars starting to make their way out onto the track. One of the first cars to make his way out onto the speedway, that is one of our chase contenders, the 7 of Josh Milam. Also getting up to speed is the 071 of Eric Laurie. So a lot of race cars going to be hitting the track here. We'll try and bring them all to you as the 88 of Gabe Butler also starts to make his way around. 10 minutes in this single car qualifying session. So we will figure out which way these guys are going to go as far as the starting lineup is concerned. Randall Cobb, another chase contender, making his way around the racetrack, high, wide, and handsome in the 52, trying to get that thing wound up for his one lap. So he drops down to the inside. We are here at Talladega tonight for the Dega 250. And as I mentioned, it is the opening race in the round of 8. So 8 championship contenders and just 2 races for them to settle it all out. And it's going to be a wild 2 races, I'll tell you that. Every point is going to matter. See a lot of teamwork being done here tonight as well. Peter DeBorgia in the 40, a championship contender, making his way around the speedway. You can find him over on twitch.tv/MixmasterPJ. As the 40 of Peter DeBorgia down through the tri-oval and across the start-finish line, and DeBorgia good enough for third for the moment. The 00 of Rob Connors on pole with a 53.81. He's going to hold off Randall Cobb, Josh Milam, but can't hold off the 88 of Gabe Butler, your new pole sitter. Jimmy Reynolds in the 17, making his way out onto the speedway. The 21 of Daniel Holloway already up to speed, and he is on his flying lap as the qualifying times are coming in. 11 drivers so far have taken a qualifying time. I believe we're going to have about 26 drivers entered into this race, maybe 27. See how many we end up with here tonight, but a great car turnout here tonight. Going to be an exciting race at Talladega. It's always wild because it's Talladega. She's big, she's wide, and she's beautiful. As Daniel Holloway, good enough for 12th place at the moment. Mark Mann in the 04, another one of our championship contenders, making his way around the speedway. Logan Helton in the 63, also making it out onto the track. So Logan can get his race car up to speed as he works down on the apron. So the 63 making his way around. Jim Mayer in the 95. Another championship contender trying to make his qualifying effort a success. Their championship contenders are all working their way around. Les Levy in the 62. Hometown being confidential. Les Levy good enough for 12th place for the moment. 17 cars taking the time now. So with that being said, we'll stay up to date on our drivers as they make their way around the speedway. Dave Hunt in the 53 trying to get up to speed. As Logan Helton in the 63 is coming off of turn number 4. But we are going to take a moment and we are going to have a quick little conversation with the drivers from Meteor Racing. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hey,
So I can't help but notice that all of the paint schemes are looking very similar here tonight.
Yeah, we had to do something to send our boy out on a high note here. We've been super thankful for what Adam has brought to the table for us week in and week out all season, and he's got some big news that you probably can figure out from our cars, but I'll let him do most of the explaining.
All right, Adam. Well, we're looking at the car now, so if you could tell us what's up, we'd love to hear about it.
Well, here in 2 weeks, this race and my last race will be next Monday. I will be shipping out for the Army on the 24th of January. And so these will be my last 2 weeks with this team of drivers that I've been racing with. And so, yeah, that's what's going on.
Well, man, that's exciting. So everyone is running a very similar paint scheme. So how many times do you think I'm going to mess up the call here tonight?
Probably every time.
Perfect. I like your enthusiasm.
Just kidding. I know you. You got this.
Yeah, look, we had 4 or 5 black back to blue trucks out there a month and a half ago, and you were an expert at figuring them out. So this should be a piece of cake.
Piece of cake, except for these are in camo, so I can't even see half the car.
Oh, there it is.
It's just convertibles. Got no roofs.
No roof, no hood. Good
Just
news
better
is it's a
aerodynamics.
digital camo. Nobody likes that.
Looks good in the race car.
Looks good on a race car. Well, gentlemen, did just want to open the floor to all y'all for just a moment. Meteor Racing, tight-knit group of people who came together, formed a very strong team this season. So just want to say the floor is yours. We got about a minute left, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's just we're a group of drivers, a bunch of rookies. At that, we all just joined together at the beginning of the season, been racing with each other, and we got 2 drivers, I believe that's right, Peter, who are in the round of 8 so far. And so so far this team's held up strong this season. Had a couple rough races, but we've been pushing through.
Yeah, Bossman Harrington did a great job picking out the guys.
Yeah, I just want to wish Adam the best of luck here in his future career, and we're all looking forward to him making his family and friends in high school proud.
Me too. I'd like to wish Adam all the luck, and thanks for being on the team here and making it what it is now. And thank you.
Yeah, it's been a blast and been an honor to have you on the team, man. And wish you the best of luck and look forward to having you back.
Yeah, thank you guys. I mean, it's been a fantastic season running with y'all. Peter with the paint schemes and everything, and y'all just making sure that we're all getting through it and finishing strong each race. I mean, it was a fun season with y'all. I couldn't ask for a better team to race with this season.
We loved having you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, that is Meteor Racing. Thank you very much, guys, for taking the time to talk to us. And the paint schemes do look awesome, and we look forward to seeing them in victory lane here tonight.
Thanks, Gator.
Thanks so much,
Yes,
man.
sir. Thank you, Gator.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And with that being said, let's roll right in to the national anthem.
we take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the drivers are taking to the grid and starting to roll out for tonight's Talladega 250. So let's get right into our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1, with a qualifying time of a 53.777 is none other than the 88 of Gabe Butler. On his outside in the 63, that is Logan the Kid Helton. Row number 2 going to be the 26 of Hunter Reynolds and the 95 of Jim Mayer. Row number 3 is Rob Connors in the 00 and Randall Cobb in the 52. Row number 4, Josh Milam in the 7 and Zach Fritsch in the 12 machine. Row 5 going to be the 04 of Mark Mann in the Batmobile, and on his outside, that's the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. Row number 6, the 071 of Eric Laurie, and on his outside, the 33 of Jeff Crosby. Row 7, Andy Brigante and Derek Conley. Row number 8, the 62 of Les Levy and David Boot. Row number 9, Sean Stevens in the 27 and the 91 of Zach Workman. Row number 10, the 53 of Dave Hunt and the 21 of Daniel Holloway. Row number 11, Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 and Dustin Barber in the 6. And the final car to take a qualifying time, that is the 5 of Bob Lacavera. To his outside will be the 4 of Rick Seabrands. Row number 13 will be David Overstreet and Dan Harrington in our final starting spot here tonight. The man of this hour, 25 of Adam Evans. That is our starting lineup here tonight. Take a quick look at our race info. This is the opening race of the round of 8. Only 8 drivers now in the championship playoff. 8 drivers saw their hopes go up in smoke last week. This will consist of 2 races. All points have been reset. Everybody has a very even outlook right now. Expect about 14 to 16 lap fuel runs. Everyone does have one fast repair available here tonight as the field is stacked up side by side. The green flag is out and away we go here tonight. Into turn number 1, the 63 of Logan Helton, able to drop down in front of the 88 of Gabe Butler, but Butler makes the slide up to the outside, and he's going to try and retake the lead as they go back, as they go down the backstretch. side by side into 3 and 4. It's going to take a couple of laps for all these cars to get up to full speed. Right now, everyone's staying very tightly bunched up and trying to get all that speed, all that momentum out of their race cars that they can through the tri-oval. A lot of room here at Talladega in the tri-oval. We're going to see them 3 wide before too long. And Logan Helton out in up front as he battles side by side with the 88 of Gabe Butler. Want to take a quick moment, say hello to everybody in YouTube chat. Thank you for chiming in and letting us know you are watching here tonight. We got Miss Morrow, Tammy Helton, Miss Holloway, Mr. Helton, and of course Nathan Grounds cheering for his driver, Jeff Crosby. So Logan Helton and Gabe Butler switching it up here on the front row, making that look easy. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that is anything but easy. Fastest lap of the race, believe it or not, right now it's going to the 25 of Adam Evans at a 49.90. As our race cars have achieved what I say is full speed. We might have a couple of them set a little bit faster lap, but a 49.90 is flat getting it here at Talladega in this pack racing style that we have. And just as soon as I say that, we actually have everyone go faster that time around. Dan Harrington now has the fastest lap at a 49.76. So great lap there by Dan Harrington. Logan chiming in. Alan Fritsch saying hello. What's up, guys? Thank you very much for coming on down and watching our OP Racing Premier Series here in the opening round of 8, the opening race in the round of 8. So Gabe Butler and Logan Helton are still slicing and dicing here at the front of the pack. And every point is going to matter here tonight and next week. We have 8 drivers fighting for 4 spots in the playoffs and only 2 races to get it done. Only 2 drivers, if they are playoff contenders, who put it in victory lane, are going to lock themselves in. We could have a non-playoff contender win a race, or one of our 8 could win back-to-back. That means everyone else is going to have to get in on points. So every point is going to matter here tonight, as we have a big contingency of cars hitting pit road. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds, the first one on the pit lane. So all of FSR on the pit road. And they are bringing Les Levy with them as well. So the 88 of Gabe Butler and the 63 of Logan Helton, with the field being scattered just a little bit right there. Gonna get bunched back up. David Overstreet in the 46 does have the fastest lap of the race right now at a 49.75. And here comes another large group of cars. A lot of tire smoke as everyone has locked them up. Gabe Butler on the pit road cleanly. As it is an important distinction that they hit pit road cleanly. The 95 of Jim Mayer, now the race leader. Mayer, a championship contender. And with that being said, let's take a quick look at our points as they come into this race here tonight. And you can see all of it has been reset. All of our championship contenders sharing the same points. So They are all very close, and the pecking order going to start being established right here, right now. As the 95 makes the break for pit road. One car looks like he is going to stay out. That's the 46 of David Overstreet. Zach Fritsch got confused as to where pit lane was. That's okay, Zach. It happens to the best of us. There's your points as they come into tonight's race. David Overstreet, now your race leader, but he is all by himself, and not a bad strategy here early on to get out there and find a little opening that you are all by yourself. Won't have to worry about competition when he hits pit lane. It's gonna be a nice, easy drive for him on the pit road. Zach Fritsch in a world of hurt. He's going to have to serve a penalty for an unsafe pit entry. He's going to end up being the first car one lap down. We ride on board our race leader, David Overstreet, and he makes his way around the 12 of Zach Fritsch. Of the drivers who have made pit stops, Hunter Reynolds and Gabe Butler now leading that group of drivers as they made their way around Logan Helton in the 63, but Helton and Jim Mayer now going to be able to suck up to the back bumper of the 04 of Mark Mann. So Meteor Racing, the 88 of Gabe Butler, and a tribute paint scheme for Adam Evans, all of Meteor Racing running that. You see Eric Laurie in the 071 right there, fourth car on the inside line, and the 40 of Peter DeBorgia tucked in tight behind the 88 of Gabe Butler. Zach Fritsch looks like he's in danger, going another, I shouldn't say another lap down, getting swallowed up by this pack. David Overstreet in the 46, still your race leader. He has not come down pit road yet. He has a 22-second lead over the 88 of Gabe Butler, so just about half a track. Butler now making his way on to the front stretch, and Overstreet now trying to come off at turn number 2. So the 46 cycling around all by himself, and he catches a caution that, not sure how that's going to play into his favor. Stage number 1 going to end at the completion of lap 20. I do want to give a shout out and a thank you to our race control here tonight, and is Cody Eldred, one of our unsung heroes that helped put on this broadcast and help keep all 27 of our drivers in check here tonight. So as the 46 continues to cycle around as the leader, rest of the field is trying to mix it up. They're doing a fantastic job of it. Josh Milam in the 7, the lone bullet for Fuel Sim Racing. Milam leading the second lane, but Hunter Reynolds, his teammate, leading down at the bottom, and as David Overstreet now has a 13-second lead, so this pack is closing in very quickly on him. But he is going to have to hit pit road, and he may end up... I don't think he's going to lose a lap. And he is definitely going to be well and truly behind this pack when he hits pit road. We're trying to go 3 wide, the 63 of Logan Helton and his teammate, the 95 of Jim Mayer, up on the top side together. For the first time tonight, we have a 3 wide racing action with 2 cars running nose to tail to make it a legitimate attempt at the third lane. Derek Conley in the 28, now in charge of the second lane there in the middle. Josh Milam in the 7 down on that yellow line in front of the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. David Overstreet, your race leader, finally going to peel off and hit pit road as the pack was closing in very quickly on him. So the 46 hits pit lane, and rest of the field going to motor right on past. That's going to put the 7 of Josh Milam out in front, and he is going to easily lead that lap. So things are going to be hectic all race long. The reason why I say that is because every point is going to matter. Right now you see Fuel Sim Racing doing a good job running at the front of the pack. Josh Milam, Hunter Reynolds, Derek Conley, all very close to each other. Gabe Butler in the 88 trying to break up this group. He's going to have a hard time getting it done. Logan Helton, meanwhile, has chosen the clean air option. He is up on the third lane. He has Jim Mayer in the 95 and the 53 of Dave Hunt trying to work with him. Our chase contenders are highlighted by a green spoiler and a green eyebrow over their name. Logan Helton does have the green spoiler, but his eyebrow is not green, so don't let that fool you. He is a chase contender. This is what happens when you allow the drivers to be in charge of their own paint schemes. 10 different times before this race even started, and to reload all the paints, as everybody forgets what they're supposed to look like. And to be fair, a lot of these guys are in multiple leagues, and multiple leagues require multiple paint jobs. So I'm sure it gets confusing for them. They do a much better job of keeping track than I do, I'll tell you that much. I'm not even sure what night of the week it is, 7 out of 6 days. Good grief. Closing laps of stage number 1, and FSR still remaining unchallenged in the first bottom lane and middle lane, with the 63 of Logan Helton trying to work his way up there. Keeps inching closer in that third lane, has developed quite a bit of a following, and most of them being Alliance Motorsports. The only one not in Alliance Motorsports that's making up that third lane, that is the 53 of Dave Hunt. Dave Hunt, a driver for Buck Wild Racing. do want to do a quick check on the 46 at David Overstreet. He is about to go a lap down, but I believe he will find a way to stay on the lead lap as this field is getting ready to start the final lap of stage number 1. So David Overstreet going to get through by the skin of his teeth. Zach Fritzhauer still the only car 1 lap down in this race in the 12. And so he has found a little spot for him to ride this out and get the free pass for when that caution flag does drop. But here we go, final lap in stage number 1, final time around. Can anyone break the stranglehold that FSR has on the front of the field? They're trying to get their lone bullet, the 7 of Josh Milam, into the next round, into the final round of playoffs. They are going to start this off by getting him a stage win. Just got to bring it on home here for the end of the first stage. David Overstreet maybe can get swallowed up here. Going to be very, very close. But Josh Milam in the 7, going to cross the start-finish line, and that is going to do it. The caution flag is going to come out, and Josh Milam going to win stage number 1. As the field slows down, the 46 of Overstreet did not go a lap down. He should be allowed past the 7. We'll see him. It should be, if I was him, I'd stay wide open, get back around so there's no confusion. So as Overstreet does pass the 7 of Josh Milam, and field trying to catch up to the pace car. I want to give a shout out to Liberty Fires, who's joined us over in YouTube chat. Again, thank you very much, everybody, for joining me each and every Monday night that we put on these outstanding races. Hope you all enjoy the show as much as I enjoy doing it. I know the drivers enjoy what they're doing because they show up each and every week as well. The field catching up to the pace car now. See him start to hit pit road. As they come down pit road, Josh Milam, Hunter Reynolds, Gabe Butler, Derek Conley, Peter DeBorgia, rounding out your top 5. Randall Cobb, Logan Helton, Adam Evans, Jim Mayer, and Jimmy Reynolds, your top 10, all 10 of those drivers earning stage points. Jack go up on the 7 of Josh Milam. Several other cars taking some tires as well, but everyone taking fuel. Gabe Butler gonna win the race off of pit road. Let's go ahead and take this moment and talk to the Fuel Sim Racing driver, who is also our stage 1 winner, and that is none other than Josh Milam. Josh, congratulations on the stage win.
Hey, KR, appreciate it, buddy.
Man, I'll tell you what, FSR always has a way of coming together and rallying around one teammate, and here you guys are, the lone bullet in the playoff hopeful for FSR, and surrounded by your teammates.
Oh yeah, definitely outnumbered when it comes to team numbers here in the chase here in the playoffs. Alliance, they got 4 guys in there. Did a great job this season. I think Meteor has a couple. Cobb, he's in here, and then it's just me, and I believe my team at FSR's got my back though, so we should be all right.
Well, so far so good. You know, picking up that first stage win. A lot of racing still to go, and man, that 7 looking strong though.
Looking good out here, man. We're working good as a team. They're doing their best to keep me up front and keeping their cars cool to push me out here.
All right, Josh. Well, any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give for this stage win?
Shout out to everybody viewing, all the people here watching us tonight. Shout out to you, KR, doing a great job, man. Shout out to Eric and Christina watching me tonight, and shout out to my boys at FSR.
There you go. That is your stage 1 winner. Congratulations, Josh, and go get them in the next 2.
All right, we'll see you.
That is Josh Milam, your stage 1 winner. All right, here we go, getting ready for stage 2, and it looks like everyone gonna come down pit road. Nope, big fake out. Gabe Butler in the 88 gonna stay out. Now he's gonna try and win another stage. Each and every point is important. You cannot stress that enough. But everyone did hit pit road except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars not coming down pit lane. That's because the 5th car was Zach Fritsch, and he didn't have the choice yet, but he is going to make the choice. And all 27 cars are back on the lead lap. So with your top 4 not coming back down to not top off their fuel tank, keep a close eye on that. The end of stage number 2 coming at the completion of lap 40. If you guys would like, even though this the drivers are out on the track, they have the chance to come back and watch the broadcast. They can see everything that you type in there. They can hear you cheering for them in that regard. Keep that in mind as this racing goes on. Feel free to voice your enthusiasm for your favorite driver. Let them know that you're rooting for them, and they'll appreciate it when they come back through and watch this show. Some of them watch it, not all of them. You guys watch it, we watch it. Good time. I get to talk about racing. You guys somehow suffer through me talking about racing. I don't know how you do it. All right, pace car getting ready to pull off. We're gonna fire them off and get this thing going once again. They stack up through the tri-oval side by side for the first 2 rows. The green flag comes out. Dave Hunt and Gabe Butler both get good starts, but man, that second row gonna need some help. Who's gonna go up there with them? So far, nobody making the full commitment. Now Peter DeBorgia and Randall Cobb make the move up there. Down the back stretch, Gabe Butler and Dave Hunt still side up by side. Everyone's starting to get up to speed. Tail of the field here, not quite as tight as at the front. We ride on board with our 27th place car. That is Zach Fritsch in the 12. He rides along behind the 82 of Dan Harrington. Demon Tech 82 over on Twitch TV. That is Dan Harrington. But if you wanted to, you could also go and find Zach Fritch over at Fritchie on twitch.tv. Checked out his stream a time or two. It's always an enjoyable time. Same with Demon Tech 82. So FSR is struck first, and looks like they're going to strike again as they're peeling off for pit road. Derek Conley, Josh Milam, Hunter Reynolds, Jimmy Reynolds, and Dustin Barber hitting pit road as a group. They're going to try and ride this thing out the rest of the way. Down and away, all of FSR, fuel only for that 5-pack of drivers. They've all got to stay bunched up very nicely, very tight. Dustin Barber just a little bit behind the rest of them, but not too far. I believe he'll be able to close that gap once they all get up to speed. 5 cars is going to build quite a bit of energy. They just might be able to turn that into a big lead once this green flag cycle runs its course. They are, of course, hoping that it stays green. Take a look at a driver who has made some moves very quickly from the drop of the green flag. That is the 12 of Zach Fritch. Started at stage number 2 in 27th spot. He has already moved up into 16th place. So he is trying to work his way forward. Gabe Butler in the 88 though, out in front with the 53 of Dave Hunt. To his outside, Butler and Hunt each content to be where they're at. If you remember, opening of stage number 1, the opening of this race, we were watching Gabe Butler and Logan Helton mix it up. They did mix it up for several laps, but Butler and Hunt don't seem intent to do that again. All right, so we're going to take a look at these 5 drivers. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 out in front. Hunter Reynolds last time around turned a 50.53. Gabe Butler turning a 51.6. Almost a second difference on the lap time by Hunter Reynolds versus Gabe Butler. And I believe that is going to translate into a big lead if this thing stays green throughout this entire green flag cycle pit stop. It is going to be a long cycle. Let's see how this works out. This is very interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch this strategy unfold for FSR, as they did hit pit road incredibly early. They had a very short pit stop. A lot up in the air though. Gabe Butler and Dave Hunt still battling at the front of this pack. Dave Hunt slicing down in front of the 88 of Butler. That's going to give Les Levy in the 62 shot at the lead from the second lane, as long as nobody moves up. But the moment that Dave Hunt cut down to the inside. That broke the momentum for Les Levy in the 62, and he is falling back very quickly in that second lane. Oh, and of course, for those of you who are new here tonight, we here on the Monday nights love our dad jokes. If you have a dad joke, please feel free to fire it off. I want your best one. Hit me with what you got. I'm going to start it off with Liberty Fires saying, how you measure, let me start over. He wants to know if I know how heavy a red hot chili pepper is. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. I don't think red hot chili peppers are that hot or heavy. That is an individual. Give it away, give it away. I need another dad joke. That one is a good play on words. We'll say that. Good play on words. So the 53 of Dave Hunt out and up front. So far, no other takers for pit road other than FSR. And the thing to note, FSR is going through a rotation here. The 17 of Jimmy Reynolds out in front right now. And they are pushing very hard, but you see the 17 of Reynolds slides up. That's going to allow the 6 of Dustin Barber to get all the fresh air he needs and start cooling that engine down. Jimmy's going to drop to the back. The FSR group here is really putting a lot of effort into what they have done into this strategy. And so Dustin Barber now has to keep his foot down. And Derek Conley has to stay on his back bumper as hard as he can until the 28 gets hot, and then I believe the 6 will move up and allow that train to continue. Meanwhile, our lead pack is a new car challenging for the race lead from Checkered Flag Motorsports. That's the 77 of David Booth. Oh my goodness, that was a long coughing fit. Apologize for that. Got through it though. I did have to pick up my lung and put it back in place, but all's good, all's good. So Dave Hunt in the 53 and the 77 of David Booth battling it out side by side with just a handful of laps left to go in this stage. As close as this is, it makes you wonder if these guys saved enough fuel to get to the end of the stage. Is a 53 going to lead another lap? Now, I do think everyone here in this pack believes they have enough fuel to make it to the end of this stage. No one has come down pit road. Big wiggle out of the 77, but he holds on to it. Randall Cobb in the 52 right behind that 77 pushing on him. Mark Mann moving up to the top shelf with David Overstreet in the 46. They're going to try and get the third lane going. One driver peeling off. That's the 62 of Les Levy. He's going to hit pit road. He's been in that pack. He was one of 4 drivers who did not come down pit road to top off. Well, that being said, the first driver to crack of the 4 who did not top off is on pit road. Those 4 were Dave Hunt, Gabe Butler, Bob Lacavera, and there was another one, but I don't remember who it was. Who was it? Oh, Les Levy. Yeah, there's your 4. We are going 3 wide here. Logan Helton in the 63, gonna try and make it to the outside. Keep in mind, you do have to make it onto pit road under your own power for the stage to count for you. Liberty Fires chiming in with another dad joke. Do you know what happened when Rage Against the Machine left the beach? They left with a pocket full of shells. All right, so here we go. Getting ready to begin the final lap here in stage 2. It looks like the strategy call for FSR did not work in their favor, as everyone else is going to try and stretch that fuel. I will say that they have closed the gap, but 28 seconds is a lot to make up on the 53 of Dave Hunt here in the closing lap of this stage. Meanwhile, the 63 of Logan Helton using the 3rd lane finally takes over the top spot, slides down to the inside. Can't quite get there. Now he does. Peter DeBorgia trying the 3rd lane as well. Can he get a momentum up there? Bob Lacavera in the 5 out of fuel. He's hitting pit lane. And here they come through the tri-oval. Logan Helton in the 63 out in front. And he is going to win stage number 2. As long as he can make it back around under his own power. We saw a couple of them hit pit road. So it is a question of how close on fuel they are, but I have a feeling Logan Helton knows what he's got. Liberty saying tough crowd today. Well, Liberty, the thing is you've found a way to make a joke about 2 out of the 3 bands I don't like. Now, if you make a joke that involves the 3rd band that I don't like, I'm gonna be impressed. As the 63 gets caught up to the back of the pace car. And it looks like the 63 going to have enough fuel to hit pit road here. So a good stretch of fuel for Logan Helton. Things not working out for FSR. That would have been an outstanding situation to see how far ahead they were, because they were really cooking on the laps. And Logan Helton hits pit road. Gabe Butler Peter DeBorgia. David Booth in the 77. A little bit slow there. Thought maybe he was out of fuel. Jeff Crosby, Zach Fritsch, Randall Cobb, Jim Mayer, Andy Brigante, and Eric Laurie all onto pit road. And we'll let the 63 make his pit stop before we get a word in with our stage 2 winner. The 88 of Butler down and away. Let's roll right into talking to our stage winner. That is the 63 of Logan Helton. Logan, got your ears on, buddy?
Yes, I do.
Man, oh man, you come away with the stage win here, and looked like maybe a little bit of fuel strategy had to be used.
Yeah, we saw what our fuel was at the beginning of the run, and my teammates kept saying we should 100% pit, especially after we saw FSR pit. And I made it clear to them that according to my crew chief app I have, I was gonna 100% make it with a lap to spare, or with actually 2 laps to spare. But I ended up pitting with 1 lap of fuel left due to the closing lap there whenever I have to catch up to the pace car. But I made sure to let them know that I was staying out and they could do whatever they wanted to. So it ended up working out.
Well, great job out there, man. You win stage number 2. Your fellow competitor, Josh Milam, won stage number 1. But Logan, that was a wild opening stage between you and Gabe Butler, switching it back and forth there.
Yeah, the opening stage was a lot of fun, especially at the very beginning. I wanted to play it aggressive tonight, knowing it was the first round of first race of the new round of 8. So I wanted to gain as many points as I can, because I know these bonus points are going to be a big help later on in the season. So tonight, since I am such a child, I made sure to count my points up already, and according to my math, I have about 15 points in the bag tonight.
Well, that's good. If I did it by my math, I don't even think it'd be close to accurate.
Yeah.
Well, Logan, a nice job, man. Congratulations on stage 2. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Just thanks to Kicking the Tires for being on the car. Thanks to you guys at Turn 3 Racing Networks for broadcasting every Monday night race. Thanks to Teammate Alliance Motorsports, Splash Go Graphics, Justin Rowden Graphics, and Next Sports.
All right, that is Logan Helton, driver of the 63. Man, once again, nice job. We're going to let you go and get focused on the final stage here tonight.
Thank you very much.
Alliance Motorsports driver Logan the Kid Helton winning stage number 2 here tonight. Now it is time to kick off our final stage of the race. Les Levy in the 62 out in front on the inside of row number 1. On his outside, the 88 of Gabe Butler. Row 2 going to be the 40 of Peter DeBorgia, and then on the outside, the 63 Logan Helton. Several other drivers coming back down pit road to top off. Do have a thing of minor note. The 53 of Dave Hunt not receiving stage points for having to come down pit road early. So if you saw the 53 cross the start finish line, thought he scored some points, it would be a miss. Swing and a miss. All right, here we go. Pace car down and away. We get ready to fire off our final stage of the night. We're going to be out here racing to the completion of this race, because that's how they work. Here we go. Green flag is out as we begin lap 45 of 94. Keep in mind, we'll use 2 attempts at a green-white checkered if we need to. Checkered flag motorsports driver, the 62 of Les Levy. Huge supporter of the Ricky Bobby Foundation for drivers who just want to go fast. That vehicle is out in front. The 40 of Peter DeBorgia pushing on his back bumper. Peter DeBorgia running that special tribute paint scheme to Adam Evans. Moves up to the high side to work with his teammate, the 88 of Gabe Butler. Then right behind Gabe Butler is the 071 of Eric Laurie, some Meteor Racing. Running 1, 2, and 3 in the top lane, but before I can spit it out, the 40 of Peter DeBorgia slides down to the inside line. And so now Meteor Racing trying to lock out the field as Gabe Butler and Peter DeBorgia work in that 1 and 2 lanes. Meanwhile, FSR saying thank you very much for leaving that top shelf open. We're going to squeeze on by. Josh Milam, your stage 1 winner, drops down to the inside lane. Hunter Reynolds drops to the middle. That's going to leave Dustin Barber in the 6 up on the high side. So some good move coming up from FSR as they got the strategy a little bit wrong in the second stage. But they get themselves back to the front, no problem. The 88 of Gabe Butler, though, slides down in front of the 7 of Josh Milam. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 in the middle lane, but the 6 of Dustin Barber sliding down to the middle. That's going to leave the 28 of Derek Conley in the 3rd lane. So Gabe Butler in the 88 in front of the 7 of Josh Milam as they cross the line 1 and 2 right there. Conley tries to squeeze in behind his teammate, the 6 of Dustin Barber. 7 of Josh Milam makes a move to the outside of the 88 of Butler, and things are starting to get a little bit dicey at the front. Everyone trying to lead every single lap. You heard it from Logan Helton. These points are going to be important. Important enough that he went ahead, has a little score sheet, and he's trying to figure out how many points he's going to have and where he needs to be. Logan Helton does have the most wins on this season so far. As we abandon 3 wide racing and things settle in to 2 wide, FSR finds itself at the front with Josh Milam and Derek Conley running side by side. Then the 6 of Dustin Barber and the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. Those two in the 2nd row here. Now we got Meteor Racing in row number 3, the 40 of Peter DeBorgia, the 88 of Gabe Butler. I said that just a little bit wrong. We got one in the wall. That is the 28 of Derek Conley. Conley hard into the wall coming off of turn number 4. We stay green. Conley heavy damage. So far, no one really going to start working with him, and he's still trying to figure out what kind of damage he has. That was a hard hit into the outside wall. see if we can figure out what happened to Conley in the 28 here. Looked like a bad bump from the 26. Take one more look at that. Oh, the 6 of Dustin Barber moved up into him. But the 28 bounced it off the wall hard and is able to continue on. But he is damaged and he has lost the lead draft. And he is falling back very quickly. So good solid race here tonight. We've had 2 different stage winners from 2 different teams. And now your stage 1 winners out in front of this race. Your stage 2 winner mired a little bit deep in the pack right now. The 63 of Logan Helton finding himself just ahead of a teammate, the 95 of Jim Mayer. Logan Helton did pick up that stage win, so maybe he thought he might try and drop back and ride around for a few laps here in the 3rd stage. So Dustin Barber and Josh Milam side by side at the front of this field. We'll take a look at the 28 of Derek Conley, and that car is wounded. That car is hurting. He is down on power, down on aerodynamic, down on everything. He is going to need the help of a caution to get back into this thing. I don't believe anyone has had to use a fast repair yet. That doesn't mean that a little bump here, a little bang there, and you accidentally have that fast repair checked and it gets burned up. I do believe that is one of the first major incidents that we've had here tonight, resulting in a car being torn up enough that it can't keep up with the pack. The only other car that had a little off-track excursion was the 12 of Zach Fritsch, and that was on the opening pit stops. As we get 3 wide down the backstretch, David Overstreet trying to get the race lead as he gets a little bit of a shot from the 091 of Zach Workman. Dave Hunt in the 53 up on the top shelf as well. I want to take a moment, talk about the 00 of Rob Connors. Rob Connors in that 00 has a Les Levy design paint scheme and having a little bit of a quiet night here tonight. Not rocking the boat too much, but I think Rob Connors is trying to put together a solid run and so far is getting it done. He's the 4th car in that 3rd lane and kind of minding his own business right now, logging some laps and been keeping a close eye on that 00, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far out of him. Not trying to put his car in a bad position, just trying to get to the end of this race. As we continue to battle 3 wide, Hunter Reynolds in the 26 takes over the top spot. Moves down to the bottom, gets to that yellow line. That's going to give Eric Laurie the advantage in the 2nd lane, and David Overstreet in the 46 still leading the charge in that 3rd lane. Our first 26 cars on the lead lap are separated by 2.4 seconds. Daniel Holloway, last car in this group, just 2.4 seconds behind the race leader. And unfortunately for the 28 of Derek Conley, this pack is coming around very quickly to swallow him up. He's going to end up going a lap down. When we ride on board the 21 of Holloway, get a good shot at this field as it makes its way down the backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. But the 26, your race leader, as we get sorted back down to 2 wide, and we get ready for a round of green flag pit stops. So before that happens, let's take a quick break. No one go anywhere. We'll be back to bring you our first round of pit stops here in stage number 3. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as our first round of green flag pit stops has gotten underway here in the final stage tonight. Half the field coming down pit road, just 12 cars staying out for this one. Dave Hunt taking over the race lead, the 00 of Rob Connors trying to close up to his back bumper. This group gonna peel off for pit road as they separate from Alliance Motorsports drivers Mark Mann, Logan Helton, Jim Mayer, and Rick Sebrands. 4 out of the 5 Alliance Motorsports drivers trying to win a shot in the championship 4 here tonight. Rick Sebrands in the 4 did not survive the round of 16. That does not mean that that man is going to go down quietly. He will be a huge benefit to his teammates. And right now he is staying behind the 95 of Jim Mayer. Mark Mann, Logan Helton, and Jim Mayer gonna have to hit pit road here pretty soon, but looks like now's as good a time as any. Zach Fritsch gonna get swallowed up by the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. So FSR, another great round of pit stops out of that group. Hunter Reynolds, Josh Milam sitting at 1 and 2 of the drivers who have pitted. Peter DeBorgia from Meteor Racing, then the 88 of Gabe Butler. Those two teammates, they're sitting 3rd and 4th. So the field's getting shuffled up just a little bit here in this green flag pit stop cycle. Once everyone gets out on track and everything gets settled in, we'll start filling you in on who is where. So Hunter Reynolds in the 26 makes easy work around the 63 of Logan Helton as he rejoins the racetrack. So with that being said, our pit stop cycle is complete. Your race leader is the 26 of Hunter Reynolds, Josh Milam. Right behind him, then the 3rd place driver being the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. Right behind him, the 88 of Gabe Butler. Rounding out your top 5 is the 6 of Dustin Barber. Single file racing here for a lot of the pack. David Overstreet in the 46 jumping up to the 2nd lane. Not sure that's going to work out for him, and quickly slides down in front of the 63. We'll go on board with our race leader, the 26, Hunter Reynolds. Overstreet up in the 2nd lane again. Zach Fritsch there this time with him. And a driver I haven't talked a lot about here tonight, but always bet on black, the 33 of Jeff Crosby. He finds himself in 16th spot. Crosby has been pretty much mid to back of the pack here tonight, not making a whole lot of noise just yet. Got eliminated from playoff contention, and a lot of it was very, very close. Liberty wants to know if the 3rd band I hate is Foo Fighters, but no, but you did get 2 out of 3 of my least favorite bands. Foo Fighters is not my absolute least favorite band, because that's the only one you're missing, is the one band that if I hear them playing, I turn the radio station immediately, no questions asked. The Red Hot Chili Peppers is on. I'll give it a little quick give it away, and gone. If Rage Against the Machine is on, I'll talk about, running down the family radio station with a pocket full of shells and then change it. But yeah, there's one band, yes, don't even want to listen to it. Can't even stand it. Nothing. Done. Immediately it starts playing, I'm out. Fastest lap of the race, Rob Connors with a 49.13. Is it going to survive? And it does. Everyone going a little bit slower this time around, but everyone back up to speed, everyone into a big pack, and Rob Connors, because of that, took advantage of it. And he owns the fastest lap of the race, a 49.13. As we work lap 67 of 94. draw a close on this lap. I believe we're going to have one more pit stop. And they are flat out flying, turning some very quick laps. I believe everyone knows that they will get through this fuel window. They're trying to stay out in front. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 is your race leader. Derek Conley in the 28. The only car in this race not on the lead lap. In fact, our field is so close. From first place to 26th place, Bob Lacavera and Dan Harrington. That is a separation of 1.8 seconds. That's how close that is here, as they are all up to speed and all jammed in there very tightly. All right, so that being said, we do have a flavored water to give away here tonight. And let's give it to somebody I haven't given one to. How about the 82 of Dan Harrington? That was kind of a dud. I'm sorry, Dan. It wasn't meant as a slight against you. That just kind of was a dud. Hope it's not flat. Nah, she's not flat. Anyways, Dan, get after it, man. Got a lot of speed in that car and been playing it smart. I have a feeling you're going to pick up the win here tonight. All right, so Liberty Fire saying that Imagine Dragons is 1, 2, and 3 of his least favorite bands. Not for me. Not for me. I do believe they have some good songs. I also believe they have some songs that it makes you stop and think of who's in charge of this band. But they do have some songs I like. As the racing continues with 24 laps to go and they make their way onto the backstretch. We'll be close on our fuel window for the end of this thing, and if you take into consideration the attempts of a green-white checkered, but that is always something that gets factored in. Hunter Reynolds and Derek Conley slide down in front of their teammate, the 7 of Josh Milam. So Conley, multiple laps down, is still able to help his teammates as he is right there in the mix. He did burn his fast repair, that car getting fixed up, and man, a bit unfortunate luck for the 28. Had a good car and was driving it well, and just a little bit of a miscommunication put him into the outside wall, but no caution came out for it, and he did lose quite a bit of time. A little PSA, Nathan Grounds has found a telescope on the grounds of the racetrack. They don't know who it belongs to, but they're currently looking into it. If you have a telescope missing, make sure you hit up Nathan Grounds, and when you catch him looking into it, try not to be too unruly. Good dad joke. Miss Liberty Fire's other dad joke. People want to know if Liberty is ever going to stop singing Wonderwall. And they asked me that. I said, maybe. I can't sing or do Wonderwall. Or play the guitar, so I don't have to worry about it. I can talk about racing. I can do that a lot. Down the back stretch, Hunter Reynolds trying to hold off the 25 of Adam Evans, but Evans gonna do a Conley clear and slice right across the nose of the 26. A send-off a race for Adam Evans from his teammates in Meteor Racing. How about the storyline that would be if Adam Evans could win this thing? And you better believe he wants to win it, despite everything that is going on in the league and the championships and whatnot. Each and every one of these drivers wants to win the race. They all want to have that W next to their name, and it sure would be something special for the 25 of Adam Evans to get it done here tonight. And he is out in front, along with the 12 of Zach Fritsch to his outside. Old Fritchie coming from one lap down from stage number 1 all the way back up to the race lead. Of Rick Seabrands and the 21 of Daniel Holloway, the 95 of Jim Mayer, and the 63 of Logan Helton. Alliance Motorsports stacking up 4 deep here at the tail end of the field. With 19 laps to go, you better believe these guys have a plan to shoot to the front of this thing. They're just riding this out here at the back. So we'll keep an eye on Alliance Motorsports as we're creeping up on that fuel window to open up for what could be the final pit stop of the night. Our stage winner so far here tonight has been the 63 of Logan Helton from stage number 2. Stage number 1 was a 7 of Josh Milam. Josh Milam finding himself inside the top 10. Logan Helton finding himself riding around at the back, waiting for the right time to strike. We'll see if we get another winner here in this one as green flag pit stops underway. Hunter Reynolds, Josh Milam, Dustin Barber, Zach Workman, Bob Lacavera, David Overstreet, Jimmy Reynolds, Les Levy, David Booth, Derek Conley all hit pit road that time. 17 cars staying out. 12 of Zach Fritsch and the 33 of Jeff Crosby running 1 and 2 right now. Full Send Motorsports, a 2-car effort here tonight. Fritchie and Crosby have done a good job at hooking up here, and gonna have to hit pit road before too long. But good to see these two up in front. We've documented the issues that Fritchie has had, and Crosby just putting together a quiet race. As Peter DeBorgia able to hold on to a big moment for the 40. He holds on to it. Logan Helton taking over the race lead. Jim Mayer in the 95 now in second. Mark Mann in the 04's contact with Sean Stevens. It looked like Sean Stevens and Dave Hunt made contact down the backstretch coming off of turn 2. Stevens able to hold on to it. Kept it off the wall, so good save by the Wow Video Tours 27. He's going to peel off for pit road. Logan Helton, Jim Mayer, Mark Mann, and Rick Sebrands all stay out. They're trying to put some extra in the fuel tank to cover a green-white checkered attempt. $15 laps to go for the 63 of Logan Helton. This group last on pit road on lap 62. They are the only group that has not come down pit road. They're going to peel off and hit pit lane this time. So as they hit their pit stalls, keep an eye on the rest of the field. It's the 26 and the 0901 make their way through 3 and 4. Logan Helton down and away, trying to get up to speed. They're going to be swallowed up by this pack very quickly. To Peter DeBorgia in the 40 after getting sideways on pit road, is able to hold on to it, and up they come right in front of traffic. Big hold your breath moment, and we all get through it. Amazing heads up driving by this entire field of drivers. That's going to give the lead to the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. So DeBorgia now out in up front with Gabe Butler in the 88 on his outside. So Meteor Racing now trying to lock out the 2 rows here at Talladega. Plenty of room for a 3rd and 4th row. And with 13 laps to go, I don't believe this race is done just yet. Derek Conley in the 28 goes all the way up to the 3rd lane. I think he was looking for an opportunity to kind of get out of the way. Unfortunately, there was a line of cars that had started to develop that 3rd lane, and he slides back to in front of the 21 of Daniel Holloway. Holloway, a championship contender. The 04 of Mark Mann, his teammate, right behind him. Take a look at our championship contenders. As we mentioned, they'll have that green eyebrow and a green spoiler. Here you can see them by name. They're all out there, every single one of them. This has been a very close race all night long, in that when you get to the front, you're just not safe in that you think you can hold on to the lead. They have been mixing it up from the front of the field to the back all night long. Looks like we're going to start mixing it up just a little bit more. Jim Mayer in the 95, Logan Helton in the 63, the 21 of Daniel Holloway using that 3rd lane. They are pushing hard and getting right there to the back bumper or the outside door of the 88 of Gabe Butler and the rest of that 2nd lane. One car that has lost the draft of this pack, that is the 00 of Rob Connors. He has fallen back quite a bit here. That'll give us 25 cars that are on the lead lap in this group, and they are separated by 1 second. From 1st to 25th, a 1 second separation, so they are all tightly packed in there. You think we can do this for 9 more laps? I don't know. Gonna be tough. Gonna be so tough. Even race control chiming in, saying how tightly packed they are. Cody Eldred saw it as well as me, that we have everyone jammed in there. But man, this is what makes it exciting. Now with 9 laps to go, Jim Mayer in the middle lane has his nose out in front, but Logan Helton in the 63 doing all he can to build that momentum on the outside. Gabe Butler and Peter DeBorgia doing what they can. DeBorgia down on the inside lane. Gabe Butler pushing hard on the 95. Oh my gosh, 8 laps to go and we're still 3 wide. Andy Brigante in the lone Lamborghini out there tonight, behind the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. So DeBorgia now down on that yellow line has the advantage for the moment. Jim Mayer and then the 88 of Butler. Butler leading the 3rd lane. Oh, trouble. Hunter Reynolds, hard impact into the wall. Big trouble down off of turn number 4. Lots of cars getting turned. Yellow flag coming out. And our first big crash of the night. Our first caution coming out for an incident. It was a big one at the front of the field. It looked like it started with Hunter Reynolds in the 26. He got turned up into the wall. Daniel Holloway involved, Gabe Butler involved. See if we can take a look. You see the 26 smack the wall hard there. And everyone just trying to find somewhere to squeeze through. On board with the 33 of Crosby. Crosby able to hold on to it, but just coming through that calamity by the skin of his teeth. Mark Mann in the 04 keeps it off the pit wall down on the inside. Michael Vera able to squeeze through. A big crash out here at Talladega in the closing laps. Now the fuel is going to be even more of an interesting situation. The 40 last on pit road on lap 78. That was 10 laps ago. We have 6 laps to go. Should have enough fuel to get to the end of our regularly scheduled program. But if he has to go into an overtime or a green-white checker, does he have enough fuel to get through one of those? Does he have enough fuel to get through 2 of them if we need to? Did have the back half of the field come on to pit road. Logan Helton in the 63, the first car off of pit road. So we know he's going to have more than enough fuel to make it to the end of this thing. We'll keep an eye on him. He's going to find himself in 13th place right now. Everyone from 13th on back going to have enough fuel. 12th place and forward. It'll be close on fuel. I believe they're going to have enough for sure to get to the end of this race without going into green, white, checkered. But after that, it's going to get sketchy. Five laps to go. We're going to get the green flag with 4 laps to go as the lights have gone out on the pace car. Peter DeBorgia and Josh Milam on row number 1 for this restart. Row number 2 going to be made up of the 95 of Jim Mayer and the 091 of Zach Workman. Row 3, the 52 of Randall Cobb, and then the 33 of Jeff Crosby on the outside of row number 3. That's your first 3 rows for this restart. Flagman has put away the yellow flag and he is waiting for the right time to drop the green. A lot riding here on this race and the next one, because that is all it is involved in deciding who our championship 4 are. Pace car starts to peel off for pit road and get out of the way, and thank goodness for that, because we want to see this thing go the rest of the way. Peter DeBorgia and Josh Milam trying to keep their heartbeat under control as they head for the start-finish line to start this race, to kick this up a notch. You better believe things are going to get very wild, because every driver has had a moment to catch their breath, to think about what's happening and what they want to do to try and win this race. The 7 of Josh Milam, your stage 1 winner. Leading the second lane is Zach Workman, and the 091 gets to his back bumper and gives him a big shove and has his nose out in front of the 40 of Peter DeBorgia, but can't quite get him clear. DeBorgia challenging right back on the inside. The 95 of Jim Mayer with a big move. Big wiggle out of him, and the 7 of Josh Milam. But they have a huge run. Now Mayer drops to the inside, but nobody there goes with him. Josh Milam in the 7 still has Zach Workman going with him. And so Jim Mayer falls back a little bit, and Milam troubled down the back stretch. Rick Seabrand's out of control. Zach Fritsch involved. Heavy contact. Eric Laurie getting the piece of it, and we are going to go into our first attempt at a green-white checkered, as the yellow flag has come out once again. Rick Seabrand's in the 4, getting up on the wall. Randall Cobb in the 52 getting a piece of it. Bob Lacavera in the 5. Man, a big stack up down the back stretch. Gonna slow the field down once again. So we do go into our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Josh Milam in the 7 peels off for pit road. Looks like about half the field coming down pit lane. The other half gonna stay out. Most of those other half staying out last pitted on lap 88, so they have enough fuel. One of those being the 88 of Gabe Butler, 63 of Logan Helton, and the 013 of Andy Brigante. Derek Conley in the 28 going to get one of his laps back. He is still multiple laps down. Oh, better make it one lap down. So Zach Workman, the rookie, out in front, got the invite halfway through the season to come and join on Monday night. This driver has put together a stellar season from the moment he has come on to the scene. Looking for his first win here on Monday night, but no slouch when it comes to running up front, because that 091, the lone Toyota Supra in this series, often finds itself in the top 5. One point or another. In fact, Zachary Workman, in just 10 starts, has earned himself 2 top 10s and does sit 31st in points. And of all the drivers who have started 10 races or less. He leads them in points. A solid season for this rookie driver. Here he is going to try and close it out with a race win. All right, so lights are out on the safety vehicle. Field stacked up 2 by 2. We are in our first attempt at a green-white checkered. We will use another one if we have to. Two non-chase contenders finding themselves on the front row for this restart. Both of them rookies here on Monday night. Behind them, an OP veteran in the 95 of Jim Mayer. And the 88 of Gabe Butler, a rookie to OP Racing. But if you know Gabe Butler, he is not necessarily a rookie to Superspeedways, and that 88 has been on the front row quite a bit this season, so a lot of speed in that car, and he's about ready to turn 3 qualifying laps. Better make it 2 qualifying laps. So it is anyone's game. All you have to do is be on the lead lap. Zach Fritsch in the 12. Looks like his night is done. He has gone behind the wall. So too has Sean Stevens. That'll give us 25 cars out there. Of the 25, 24 of them are on the lead lap. But here we go. The 091 and the 33. Got to get a good start here, because Jim Mayer and Gabe Butler have a race to win and a championship 4 slot to try and lock themselves into. One car down on the apron. That is the 071 of Eric Laurie from Meteor Racing. He got down and out of the way. That car being beat up and banged up and just trying to bring it on home. Now we just got to get to the white flag, just got to get to the start finish line. And then it is a big sprint for 1 lap to the end as they make their way into the tri-oval here at Talladega. That start finish line has moved down just a little bit, but looks like we're going to be able to make it happen. Gabe Butler in the 88 on the final lap, making a move to the 3rd lane. He has Logan Helton going with him. They easily clear from that 3rd lane. Butler in the 88 has the momentum to drop down to the inside, doesn't pull the trigger on it just yet. Here comes Zach Workman and Jim Mayer down on the yellow line. We're going to go 3 wide down the backstretch to try and end this race out. Workman, Butler, and Hunter Reynolds leading their respective lanes, and Zach Workman out in front as they come off of turn number 4. Could this be the win that Zach Workman gets his first one here in OP as he heads for the start finish line? Trouble. Jeff Crosby sideways, and the 091 of Zach Workman wins the race as there is chaos behind them and a lot of cars getting torn up at the start finish line. Checkered flag falls, and Zach Workman wins his first race in this brief rookie season that he has had. Let's take a look at what happened to the field coming to the checkered flag. Dustin Barber and Jeff Crosby get together, and that starts a massive chain reaction. A lot of cars crossing the start finish line, getting torn up. Let's go ahead and go through our results real quick as we kick off our post-race show. Zach Workman winning his first race here on OP Monday night in his rookie year. Congratulations, Zach. Gabe Butler going to bring it home in second. The highest chase contender, Jim Mayer, in third. We're going to get to talk to our top 3 podium finishing drivers here in just a second. Logan Helton, Josh Milam round out your top 5. Then it's Daniel Holloway, Mark Mann, Jimmy Reynolds, Hunter Reynolds, Andy Brigante, Peter DeBorgia, David Booth, Randall Cobb, David Overstreet, Les Levy, Dave Hunt, Dan Harrington, Dustin Barber in 18th spot. 19th place going to go to none other than Jeff Crosby. Rob Connors in 20th. 21st, Adam Evans. Rick Seabrams 22nd. 23rd, Bob Lacavera. Eric Laurie 24th. 25th, Derek Conley. Sean Stevens and Zach Fritsch round out our 27 car field here tonight. So now let's kick off our post-race show, and let's get started by talking to our first time winner. That is none other than Zach Workman in the 091, who's helping represent Checkered Flag Motorsports. Zach, you got your ears on, my friend?
Yes, sir, I do, KR.
Man, oh man, that 091 in victory lane here tonight.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I thought somehow, some way that, you know, we were either going to run out of gas or get turned there, but James Mayer got me that win. I mean, he pushed me so hard tonight. I got to thank the Checker Flag boys for letting me race with them when I don't have a team, so thankful for them and just like so excited. I couldn't believe I got this win.
Well, Zach, you got called up kind of sort of through about halfway through the regular season, and man, everyone had an eye out on you, and all it took was just a few races for everyone to realize that there's some talent behind the wheel here, and in your limited rookie season, you pick up your first win here on Monday night.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It was Monday's a totally different animal than any Wednesdays or Saturdays. And at a lot of weeks I felt like overmatched, out challenged. I thought, you know, I kind of questioned if I even really belong, but you know, this win kind of cements that, you know, I belong here, and I'm just so happy. I can't believe it.
Well, not only do you pick up your first win, but a non-championship contender stealing a spot for a championship contender to lock it in. Man, I'm impressed. I dig it a lot because you held off a whole lot of other talent behind you. Like you said, Jim Mayer, Gabe Butler, Logan Helton, Josh Milam, Daniel Holloway, all those guys all looking to try and punch their ticket into the championship 4. And here you are stealing it away from them.
Yeah, I just didn't want to do anything stupid at the end. Like, I knew I was kind of ahead of Gabe right there, and I didn't want to go up and block Gabe and, you know, mess up any championship drivers races, because I knew if I was in that situation, then I wouldn't like that as well. But I just stayed on the bottom and kind of hoped everything went to fruition on the bottom, and, you know, I got through and ended up that way. So pretty cool, man.
All right, man. Well, nice job out there tonight. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Checker Flag boys for letting me race, and then my Meteor guys also racing me. I'm racing with them next year, but you know, it's pretty cool to race next to them. My parents for always watching these races. I know it's just like they watch every race, so it's pretty cool. Finally get a win, and then my girlfriend for letting me do these. It's all I could think of.
All right, Zach. Well, congratulations, man. Nice job, and we look forward to seeing you in victory lane several more times throughout your OP career.
I hope, but thank you, KR.
That is Zach Workman from Checkered Flag Motorsports here tonight, getting the win for the first time in this young man's OP career. How about that? But now let's move on to our second place finisher. And then that is none other than the 88 of Gabe Butler. Gabe, you got your ears on, bud?
I sure do, KR.
Man, oh man, this 88 qualified with a very quick race car, ran up front almost all race long, and here you are finishing second, the highest chase contender, and gotta be a good feeling to start this one off.
Yeah, definitely very happy with that. Got a great push from Logan there at the end. We just came up a little bit short, but big congratulations there to Zach Workman, who will be our teammate next year. So it's all good.
Well, Gabe, this 88 looked like there was a lot of speed in it and a lot of things going on. I, for one, thought this race was going to be a lot more action-packed, but we saw you and Logan Helton really dicing it up in the opening stage, and then seemed like everything kind of settled down.
Yeah, I think that was a lot to do with just trying to get a lap led, and once he got his and I got mine, I think both of us calmed down a little bit. So that was probably the explanation behind that. So kind of, I think everybody had a real good race tonight. People staying pretty calm, all things considered. So I actually enjoyed it.
Well, man, an outstanding run. Anytime you can finish second, especially in the opening round of 8, the opening race in the round of 8, and the highest finishing championship contender. You're going to walk away with this one with some points over your competitors, but looking at next week, what's the game plan? How are you going to tackle that?
Well, I've got all week to think about it. I'm just always concerned with the Daytona, the bumpy Daytona, if that's what it is. But I think I'll just have to try and stay aggressive and fight tooth and nail for every position I can get and see what way it works out.
All right, man. Well, any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
A big shout out to OP Racing for putting this on. It's a fantastic league. And of course, my Meteor teammates, all the guys do a fantastic job. We'd worked really well all year. Totally enjoying working with these guys. And of course, yourself, KR, for putting on that fabulous broadcast, man. Love watching it afterwards.
Well, thank you, Gabe. And man, once again, congratulations. Solid finish here tonight. Good luck next week. We look forward to talking to you then.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it.
That is Gabe Butler from Meteor Racing, your second place finisher here tonight. But now let's move on to the man who finished in third place. That is the 95 of Jim Merritt. Jim, got your ears on, buddy?
I got you.
Man, oh man, that 95 brings it home in third place here tonight. And I'll tell you what, this 95 has put together an outstanding season, and it has been something to watch for you for sure.
Yeah, it's been a good season. Obviously we're a little bit short there tonight, but that's okay. Once I didn't get clear, my goal was to stick with Zach and keep a non-chaser out of the victory lane there. But yeah, good season. Trying to run up front, trying to run clean. Before the green white checker there, I'm not sure if I got Hunter, but I was trying to lift out of it when he got clear and was coming up. But I was getting shoved from behind. It happens, so I feel bad for that one. But yeah, try to run clean and be up front towards the end.
Well, solid third place finish. Gabe Butler, the only championship contender to finish ahead of you, but then it is a lot of championship contenders inside the top 10 that everyone really scored quite a few points here, and nobody locked in going into the final race in the round of 8 next week.
Yeah, it's going to be, when it comes down to this point in the season, every point matters. I was saying that in the channel tonight. Get up front, be aggressive, and every point's going to matter. So I'm doing some calculations. I think I led a lap. I think I finished with 0 incidents. I don't know if we get bonus points for that over here or not, but And then you got some stage points, not as many as I would like, but these cars are burning up, trying to get Logan clear up on the high side for that first stage. But yeah, every point matters.
Well, every point does matter, and man, I'll tell you what, it is really going to be insanely close. But the 95 did a great job here tonight, bringing it home in third place. Any other shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give that you haven't said yet?
Of course, the guys in the channel, Lions, the team, keeping me up front, keeping it fun. All the owners and the admins putting this stuff on. Of course, you guys up in the booth putting on the show.
All right, man. Well, nice job out there tonight. Once again, congratulations on third place.
Thanks.
That is Jim Mayer from Alliance Motorsports, our third place finisher here tonight. That is going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much for joining me. Hope you all enjoyed the show. I hope you all will join me this Wednesday night, as we wrap up the Grand National Series. We're going to crown a champion, and then come right back here as we got 2 more races to go here on Monday night. 1 more race in the round of 8, and then that will set the championship 4. So until then, guys, stay safe and have a good night.
Warning, the following stunts are performed by idiots or under the supervision of stupider idiots. If you attempt to reenact any of these idiotic stunts you will see, you will be left with idiotic scars. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Alex Green. Welcome to OP Racing.